Happy Friday! I'm here at my in my apartment complex, sitting out at my beautiful pool, which I'm so very lucky and blessed to have. When I left New York, it was like, oh my gosh, I get to have this, and it's always warm enough that I can swim in it. Like, well, most of the time anyway. It's pretty incredible. So I'm coming on here today to talk more about self-love and to tell you about these sessions that I've begun to offer on loving yourself better, treating yourself better. What does that mean? How do you do that? Why is that even important? So the major thing with loving yourself is being authentic, being really authentic. And it's like, okay, great. That sounds very simple. It's so hard. Right? It's so hard. It's so hard to be really brutally honest with yourself, right? And first you have to start with yourself. But starting with yourself, how is it that I actually feel right now? Right? Because in our society, right, in America, we kind of walk around and everyone smiles. How are you? Good. I'm good. You know, and you can just feel that the energy does not match. that person is feeling good, right? This is kind of like a disease that we've adopted, that everyone is supposed to just smile and be okay all the time and answer that question with good. We're not actually communicating anything in that. And I think it's because we have been for a long time. I don't know why. I don't know where this comes from. I'm going to be asking for more clarity on this and researching more on this. Is equating being sad and being fearful and being angry with bad. Right? With that being a bad thing to feel that. So putting this pressure on ourselves to always supposed to be joyful. It's very unrealistic, it's very toxic, it's very poisonous. So I invite you to think about the new Pixar movie that came out. It's so beautiful. I mean, I haven't seen it, but the idea of it is so beautiful, right? There's all those, you can Google it, Inside Out is the name of it, and there's all these little, there's a little caricature of each emotion: disgust, anger, sadness, fear. And they're so cute, right? Sadness isn't any less cute than the joy one, and the anger one and the disgust one aren't any less cute than the joy one, right? They're all cute and they're all different. And look, they're all different colors, and our real emotions, as painful. So here's, I think, why we go good, and we pretend that we don't feel things that we actually do. First of all, we're just not used to it. We're just not used to being that level of real. But second of all, so it's something just that we can practice more. And second of all, it's if you've been denying that you felt a certain way that is maybe not good, again, that's just what you've been telling yourself, and probably what other people have been telling you, but that you've been feeling not good for a long time. When you finally acknowledge that feeling, it's very intense and very powerful, because it's buildup of months, weeks, possibly years of feeling that way. So people always ask me, because I'm writing this book. It has a bad word in it, in the title. I'm writing this. This video is geared towards my New York friends, my New York clients, who I have not been in touch with, who may not be on Facebook and may not be updated on what's going on with me. So my book is called How to Fucking Love Yourself, that I'm working on. And I was initially trying to finish it like way too quickly, like now, and I've just realized that it's going to be more like early next year, I think, because good things take time, right? Why rush? And again, there was this impulse to sort of really muscle forward and really kind of kill myself and push and stay up late and forget to eat, and in order to complete it. And that's just not the universe. The energy of the journey is the energy of the outcome. So the universe is not going to reward that behavior, that harshness with myself. The outcome of the book is going to be and feel harsh then. So this brings me to my second teaching of self-love, which is what I just said. The energy, the energy of your journey is the energy of your outcome. So if you're beating yourself in order to achieve something so that you can be good enough or feel good enough, you're still not going to feel good enough when you get there, right? Yeah. The energy of self-love brings more love into your life. It creates miracles. So for my friends in New York, I left New York not teaching yoga anymore. I didn't want to teach yoga anymore, and it frightened me because it was like, well, this is all that I know. I've spent so much money, so much time, so much energy on being a yoga teacher, and not only that, but it really was pardon my French, but a mind fuck, because it was like my identity was the yoga teacher. And what I've realized and been integrating out in California is that why I was attracted to teaching yoga was this thing of trying to learn how to love myself and ask, how do we do that, and why is it important, and what's in the way of that. And so that's given birth to this book, and it's given birth to these healing sessions, which I now want to tell you about. Before I want to tell you about that, I want to tell you that I'm in the process of planning a major trip that I'm so excited about, to Kenya to work in an orphanage in Kisumu, Kenya. It's a port town, and it's happening. It's just about the planning and the logistics and making sure that I'm safe and getting the visa and that sort of thing. So I'm going to work in an orphanage and teach children this, how to love themselves and how to have self-esteem and self-worth. Some of these children have been defiled, degraded beyond our imagining. It's horrible to think about. But I'm going there to show them that despite this, they still are love, and that they deserve their own love. And as long as they love themselves and believe in themselves, they can have happy, fulfilling, successful lives. There can at least be hope in them for that, for themselves. So I'm also teaching this to anyone who wants to learn over Skype. I started offering, it's so funny, I was nannying for a family out here, and out of nowhere I was guided to just quit at the drop of a hat without having anything else set up. And this is because I do have something else set up, which is that this is my real job. This is my real job, is connecting with you, teaching you how to love yourself, showing you all that loving yourself can and will create miracles in your life. It will give you clarity around your relationships, around your life purpose, what it is you're here to do, helping you to make these career changes, helping you to be more confident, to be able to express your truth more, helping you to understand your essence, what it is that you have to offer, right? We all have very, very different things to offer. Um, so some of us, like I actually, I realize that some of you may be uncomfortable with this, but I've recently realized that I'm clairaudient, and what that means is you've probably heard the word clairvoyant, which is someone who can sort of see visions of the future, and I have that as well. But for me, because I've always connected to music and sound and vibration, and I've understood people in the world in terms of vibration, um, for me, I receive messages, right? So thoughts in my head that I know are not my own, but that come from beyond, from whatever word you're the most comfortable with. From in my amazing yoga lineage, we used to use the word Ishta. Check out Ishta Yoga if you live in New York. Go practice there. We used to use the word universal intelligence. For some of us, that's weird. Perhaps the word source, perhaps the word spirit, God, angels, whatever you want to call, whatever divine intelligence, right? Whatever you want to call it, I'm hearing from it. I'm super, super hearing from it. And as I'm hearing it and listening to it, I've been able to heal myself so profoundly, and I've started to heal others so profoundly that my mind can't even wrap itself around it. And that's because it's beyond my mind, it's beyond my form. It's these formless energies that are out there, that are and all around us, that are extremely benevolent and that are limitless, and help us tap into our own limitless selves. And when I can help you to hear from them, you can begin to feel more connected and more empowered, and start to co-create your dreams. You're co-creating with whatever is out there, in order to live from this more expanded self. So if that doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry about it. But I wanted to, oops, I almost knocked my video over. So I wanted to come to all of you and let you know that I want to heal you, I want to help you, I want you to know that you're loved, and that I'm offering these services over Skype. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to do it over Skype or FaceTime, and I want to do it in person. I actually find it to be more powerful somehow doing it over Skype. So really nothing is lost. Nothing is lost over the internet. I don't receive any less information from whatever, and I don't have any less ideas for you in terms of what would be helpful to you. So I'm doing this, and then all of you are probably like, wow, what does this cost? Donation. Totally donation based. Pay what you can. Maybe you just have one question about one relationship in your life or one event that happened. We could do, I work with tarot cards as well. So we could do a 10-minute or a 5-minute card reading, and you could give $5, and there you go. That pays for my coffee. You know, that's great. I'd rather you have the information and the tools, and I have the coffee than not, right? $5 is great. 10 minutes is great. So what you can expect, again, healings around self-love. That's the main umbrella. If you're comfortable with it, and only if you're comfortable with it, potential messages from beyond, from the divine, a potential meditation practice. Meditation helps us to tap into the energy of self-love, and also of the expanded self, which again, very freeing, liberating, and empowering and clarifying. Tarot card readings. So again, only if you're comfortable with it. Our session will naturally take on whatever format is most comfortable for you. So I have some clients who come to me with certain things, and it's just a discussion. It's literally just a discussion. There's no tarot cards. There's no God, Jesus, whatever, angels, Ganesh. There's none of that. I have other clients who come on, and I'm like, you're like a river, and the fairy realm really wants to work with you, so you should buy this fairy tarot card deck, right? My consciousness knows if that's not going to make any sense to you, and it also knows if it is going to make sense to you. So it will take whatever form that you need and that resonates with you and your beautiful, unique spirit. So yeah, over Skype or FaceTime, donation-based, anywhere from 5-10 minutes, just one question, to an hour. To be honest, I usually go pretty deep, and it ends up being more towards an hour, but it can be, again, whatever you want. And you can donate through PayPal and Venmo. And know that now that I'm going to be going to Kenya to work with and heal these children, again, you making this investment for yourself is actually enabling me to go to the other side of the world and work with these children and teach these children English and feed them and heal them, these children who have nothing. So this, again, I think there's so much fear of being selfish, but it's actually for the highest good of not only you, but for these children, for me, and for everyone. So if you're naturally drawn to working with me, I hope that you will. I love anyone who's made it through this. I always come on with the intention of like doing a 3-minute video, and it just never happens because there's so much I want to say and so much I want to give. So again, it's like not judging myself. Other spiritual teachers are great at making the 3-minute video, and that's their soul signature, and that's their thing that they're good at, and their clients will be attracted to them. I'm more of the 20-minute to a half-hour ramble, and that will resonate with who it's supposed to resonate with, and right? So again, why set the limitation of 3 minutes if that's not naturally what's happening? So feel free to email me, greenkdm@gmail.com. And yes, I love you if you've made it through this video. I'm sending you love wherever you are. I'm sending you joy. I'm sending you peace. There's a lot of intensity of things that are being reported in the news right now are really hard. Remember that to keep breathing and to attempt to stay in your own vibration of love, right? That if we get into this fear, really deeply into this fear, into this anger, again, those are good, but to take care of yourself, and with that will come the clarity and the ability to see things for what they really are, and then be able to act and to change things that are upsetting to us. So get grounded again, get stable, maybe go to a yoga class, maybe go out in nature. Okay, I'm going to get off my podium now. Sending you love, reach out. If you don't want to book a session, you can also just send me money over PayPal for the children in Kenya. So much love to you. Mwah.